Now I'll go back to the Power Query window. अपना टेबल पे अपने 13 columns थे, right? It should have 13 columns. Do you see something interesting next to serial number? Can somebody point out what it is? Just in front of the serial number, there is something interesting.
Yeah, so it means that the value should be in numbers only.
The value should be in the numbers only.
Yeah.
So anything which is non-number is an error. You were right. Limit of 1,000. Okay, limit of 1,000 has been reached. Not for data analysis. Filtering नहीं करने देगा आपको. समझ रहे हो आप? Praneeth, your data is there,
Yes,
but you
data.
can't. The filter window will not show anything beyond 1,000.
Yeah.
This is the filter window, right?
Right.
This is not going to show beyond 1,000. Your data is there. I can have 10,000 rows. I've done that. नीचे जाओगे तो आप कंट्रोल शिफ्ट डाउन, फुल में डाउन जाता हूं तो फुल रहेगा. आई डोंट नो द शॉर्टकट्स ऑफ दिस. सारा डेटा है आपका. टू 1 8 rows, right? ये लास्ट था. Your data is there. What is not there is it is not showing anything beyond 1,000. I think this answers it. So what you do is, अगर आपका नंबर यहाँ पे नंबर नहीं है, यहाँ पे टेक्स्ट है, तो आप उसको जाओगे ट्रांसफॉर्म में, दिखा आपको, आप फॉर्मेट वहां चेंज करोगे. चेंज द फॉर्मेट करके यहां भी एक ऑप्शन आएगा, चेंज टाइप. अब ये होल नंबर है, मैं इसको इंटीजर कर सकता हूं, मैं इसको डेसिमल कर सकता हूं, मैं इसको परसेंटेज कर सकता हूं. कर देगा. चलो एक बार करके देख ही लेते हैं. ऐड ए न्यू स्टेप. आपके इसने उसको डेसिमल में कर दिया. Now next to this is something called as the step window. I can just go back. I can just undo and move the steps. अगर मैंने गलती कर दी तो मैं वो steps हटा सकता हूं. Right? So my first serial number should be number. It is number. Employee code should be number. It is number. Manager code should be number. It is number. यहां पे टेक्स्ट होना चाहिए, तो ये टेक्स्ट है. चेंज द टाइप टू टेक्स्ट. अगर नहीं है तो टेक्स्ट में कर दो. समझा? This should be data. This particular date of birth should be in date. Change the type to date. टाइम हटा दो, टाइम की जरूरत नहीं. एज शुड बी, ये देख रहे हो आपको, ये एबीसी दिखा रहा है. Guys, you'll have to give me confirmation here. I'm not able to understand. You're following, you're not following.
Yes, we're following.
Vimal.
Okay. The age should be a number, right? But it is showing ABC 1 2 3. That means it is still showing text. ये आपको इशू देगा when you try to analyze when you try to create some models. ये आपको इशू देगा. तो आप इसको क्या करोगे? आप इसको जाके होल नंबर में कर दोगे. ठीक है? डेट ऑफ ज्वाइनिंग, अगेन मैं उसको आई चेंज द डेट टाइप टू डेट. और एक बार ओपन कर करके देख लिया करो उसमें क्या इश्यूज है. ठीक है? 10 year ABC, again this is a number. If I look at it, it should be a number. That means I'll have to change the type to whole number. ये टेक्स्ट है तो it should be changed to text. Again, next one is text. ABC and non-tick alphanumeric है ये. Performance should be number. It is not a number. मैं change कर दूंगा.
Because I got an update that you is not rejected.
Yeah, Vimal, in the salary grade, if you see, they are not in the similar order. Like one is to the extreme left and the other is to the extreme
Because
right.
one is this is being seen as a number, this is being seen as the alphanumeric.
Yes, I got it. But can we all make it to the extreme right by changing the type?
Then you'll have to change it to text. Change कर दो, but I think वही better रहेगा. Change it to text. तब हो जाएगा वो.
Okay, everything would be okay. Got it. Thanks.
ठीक है. Next वाला power performance is being showing as again alphanumeric. I'm going to make it numeric. Where is numeric? Whole number. Next column, I don't require it. I don't know how it has got here. What I'll do is I'm going to.
So while selecting the column, you select one extra column. That's why it came there.
Okay, ठीक है तो हटा सकते हैं ना. It's not a big deal. I'm going to remove this. हट गया. Clear so far?
Yes.
अब इसमें कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग चीजें दिखाता हूं मैं. I'm going to see here a lot of things are possible. Sometimes your data does not have a header. हमारी फाइल में header था, but sometimes वो data header नहीं होता है. तो what you do is you use first row as header. दिखा ये part?
Yes.
हाँ, you use this one. ट्रांसपोज कभी कभी करना होता है तो आप इससे ट्रांसपोज कर देते हो. ट्रांसपोज ही कर दिया उसने पूरा टेबल को. ठीक है. I made a wrong step. I am going to remove that. समझा? डेटा टाइप आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है तो आप क्या करोगे? आप उसको डिटेक्ट कराओगे. डेटा टाइप कौन सा डेटा टाइप है वो डिटेक्ट करेगा. नंबर का डेटा टाइप दिखा आपको ये. दिस वन. हमने बहुत सारे चेंजेस किए थे बट बिकॉज ऑफ द फैक्ट वो ट्रांसपोज हो गया वो चला गया. लाइक दिस इज ए नंबर. आई एम गोइंग टू डू इट. आई एम गोइंग टू अलाउ इट टू डिटेक्ट एनी टाइप. सबको मैं डिटेक्ट एनी टाइप कर दूंगा तो अपने आप को ऑटोमेटिकली मोर और लेस वो कर देगा. बट आई विल से कि आप यू कीप ए कंट्रोल ओवर इट.
Can we do all for at a time? Like you are selecting each individual column, right? Can we take control and then detect this?
I would refrain, yaar. It's not about the user convenience. Always understand the different column means different things. Always have a control over it.
Okay. Got it.
ठीक है. See, if you have a V lookup, you have H lookup. I'll tell you one thing. In most of the industry, you have the columns as your different data points. And different records are being entered horizontally. So if I look at it, serial number is a column, employee code is a column. I can add new things here. Okay, employee is let's say employee is from India. Okay, I can keep introducing new columns, but the records are going to be in the horizontal manner. So I always don't look at the columns just like that. Yeah, columns are important. Okay, in HR data
we can say columns are dependent variables and rows are independent.
Not exactly. No, नहीं यार वो नहीं है. वो dependent independent में मत जाओ. Column is the data type. ठीक है. Row is the records. 1000 बच्चे हैं. That would be in 1000 rows. 1000 rows. ठीक है. Your demographic cuts would be column. समझा? I can keep adding new cuts. मैंने एज का कट डाला. मैं उसके आगे डाला is the person millennial, Gen X, baby boomer.
Attributes आगे आते हैं.
More on the attribute side. So it's always keep a control on the columns. Columns is not a waste of data.
Okay.
ठीक है. Clear so far? I'm going to split some things here. इसमें कुछ interesting चीज दिखाता हूँ. I'm going to split this. There is something called as split column. दिख रहा है ये?
Right.
I'm going to split this by a delimiter. What is this delimiter? Space. दोनों के बीच में space है. एडवांस क्या क्या मांग रहा है? कोड कैरेक्टर नहीं चाहिए मेरे को. एग्जैक्टली है क्या वो मुझे पता नहीं है. देखते हैं. हाँ, कॉलम स्प्लिट हो गया. दिखा आपको? एबीसी इज डिफरेंट, हेल्थ केयर इज डिफरेंट. बट ऑनलाइन में सिंस इट डिडंट हैड टू एट्रीब्यूट्स, मोस्ट ऑफ द थिंग्स आर नल हियर. नल दिख रहा है? कैन यू सी द नल? कैन यू सी द नल?
Yes.
In the second column. ठीक है? So you can split the column, usually used in the names. You have full name, you try to split it in. I'm undoing this step. हो गया?
Likewise, is there anything for concatenation also? Suppose if I wanted to add ABC, healthcare, human resources to one
Sorry?
column. So just now we have split the columns, right? Now what if I wanted to concatenate both the things? Like let's say I want a column which says ki ABC, healthcare, human resources as one. So can we concatenate it directly?
You should be able to convert.
Okay.
ठीक है? अब वो exactly वो merge का column दिख रहा है ना आपको ये? वो यहाँ
Okay.
active नहीं है. दो को अगर मैं select करूंगा तो active हो जाएगा most likely. नहीं, वो data type अलग है, इसका data type change करा दो. हाँ, अब मैं try करूंगा तो merge हो जाएगा वो. कंट्रोल करके कैसे? हाँ, मर्ज एक्टिवेट हुआ. यू सी?
Yeah, I can see.
ठीक है?
Mm-hmm.
These are more advanced options यार. वो delimiter में जैसे तुम्हें करना होता है ना, delimiter, and you would have seen that it's not always the column delimiter. Sometimes it's with delimiter before text. ये वो, it gives a lot of flexibility compared to the Excel. ठीक है? Format में भी I want to change the format to lowercase. पूरा का पूरा column. ठीक है? I want to convert everything to lowercase. Clear? I'm going to undo these steps. See, function I want to convert it into, let's say, uppercase, and job location I want to convert into lowercase. I can. That's possible. You use it sometimes, not necessarily every time, but I'm saying it's got a lot of flexibility. Statistics है इसमें. You can also add columns here. Columns कर सकते हो, conditional columns कर सकते हो, lot of things. Explore more यार. That's my short advice to you. One thing which is interesting is, see, इस data में you can have two cuts, right? Can anyone tell me what are the two cuts which are possible easily? Actually तीन कट है, बहुत easily निकल सकता है. Can anyone point out?
Cut as in states you're talking about, like areas?
Cut as in I can group the data and I can do some operations around it.
Right, right.
One is DU, right? What I can do is go. There's something called as group by. I'm going to see how many people are there for BU. BU का कट क्या है? दिखा आपको? उसने दिखा दिया. Clear?
Okay. Just like a pivot, and
Yeah, more or less like that.
so it's kind
Sometimes you
of
do more complex
grouping of similar things. Like gender-wise, it will also do city-wise and other
Usually,
things.
see, I'll tell you why you require all these things. Group by and etc. You require it now when you go for very advanced filtering. Just I'll give you an example.
Got it.
I want to give maximum hike to, let's say, online people who are working in the marketing and who are working only in Bombay. तो उसमें तुम ग्रुप बाय करके वो you are able to use that data.
Multiple conditions, you can
Yeah,
just
I
arrive
have
at
not
that
really
particular
used
cohort.
group buys much. I have not really used group buy much in Power BI. I have used it extensively in Python. उसके बिना काम नहीं होता. When you have to really take and analyze the thing, conditional part, a lot of it is conditional, right? 5 rating wala and etc. उस पे analysis
Right,
करना.
right.
You have a complete data set, right? Let's say you want to create a report on diversity, gender diversity. तो एक बार आप कंप्लीट कट ले लोगे कि योर प्रपोर्शन ऑफ मेल टू फीमेल, उसके बाद तो यू वुड बी इंटरेस्टेड ओनली ऑन द फीमेल डेटा, राइट? यू विल फिल्टर आउट द मेल डेटा
Makes
लॉजिकली,
sense.
बताओ.
Makes sense.
हाँ, if you're talking only about gender, then you will take a representation of male and female, then thereafter you will filter out only female, and then you will start doing a lot of analysis on it. Women are at what level, what is the distribution, what is the age distribution, right? That's what exactly you require group by. How do you use group by is something you guys have to learn and teach me next time. Clear? Looks interesting?
Yes, yes.
Let's say whatever the changes you do, thereafter it will be showing you close and load. Close and load to वो पूछेगा किधर करना है लोड, तो अपन जहां डालेंगे वहां पे वो लोड कर देगा डेटा को. अब वो डेटा चेंज हो जाएगा जहां भी है. आया? ये है एडिटेड डेटा. समझा? हमने जो जो चेंजेस किए हैं सब इसमें दिखेगा.
Okay, okay.
ठीक है? एक्सप्लोर दिस. इज इट ऑलराइट? समझा?
Yes,
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 Vimal.
Vimal.
Explore more, yaar. I'm just telling you, these are the things are there. You go and do a lot more research, spend some time. कहीं YouTube पे सीखो, go and do something around. Go and do something around your Coursera, your Udemy, all these things. You go and spend some time around these things, and then you master it. See, you are better off compared to the others, at least because you understand that these are the features are there. Now it is about you to go and spend some time and master it. Okay? Any doubts so far? I'm just saving this data. Any doubts, guys?
Not really any, but
और किसी डेटा सेट पे खेलना है तुम लोगों को, या नेक्स्ट, या I'll give you a homework to play on a data set.
I haven't seen, like, I think many of the applications of this Power Query would be to making many files to talk to each other. So now what we
Yeah,
have done is the basic cleaning the data. So if you can have one hands-on two particular files meeting and then talking about each other, then it would be great.
that's possible. That's possible.
Hmm.
I don't want to build the complex data and merge it together. पहला तो यार यही. See, you guys might be engineers and you guys might be slightly younger folks. You are able to understand it. Think of somebody who is at 40, 50 years of age. Will they be able to catch this much? So that's the reason I usually tone it down. I introduce the things and I allow the self inquiry to move forward. Okay?
Okay. Okay. So if you have any handset, what you call data sets for what you call, for what we can do these things
I will.
multiple.
Funny, what I'll do is I'll send it across some data sets after this particular session. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
And spend some time. Yeah, nothing happens. It's like building muscles. I can tell you it's simple. It's about going and, let's say, lifting some dumbbells. It's as simple as that. But you'll have to do it yourself. That's where a lot of these technical parts, the people who are proactive, they learn. So at least you guys are spending your Saturday mornings, right? Somebody is trying to put your efforts to make you learn and introduce you to these things. But thereafter, it's also about how proactive you are. That's something which I learned. See, I used to give UPSC. I have given 4 interviews. Okay. The resources are the same. Nowadays, resources are democratized. It's not about who knows what. It's about how do you take self-initiative and use it, right? I'll give an example. I used to prepare from home. I was actually working, but I was used to prepare from Mumbai itself. I would see a lot of my friends who used to prepare. I was part of the big communities. I built those communities. I got into communities later on. A lot of them would only say, "Yaar, Delhi ke bina nahi ho sakta," because of the fact that the data is there, the files, the notes, the access, the faculty, and they'll keep cribbing about it, and they will even miss the simple prelims and mains and interview. To chodi do. And then you are those guys who would make the most out of the available resources. Somebody going and learning it proactively, got some guidance from somebody, and then doing and executing themselves. And those are those people who used to clear those examinations. And that was the only distinguishing factor. The people who put the self-initiative, who are able to rationalize it, and who are able to make the most out of the resources, vis-a-vis the people who are always looking for resources. So the point I'm trying to drive is take some initiatives. If you guys want to learn, take some initiative. I can help to an extent, right? I'm organizing sessions for the entire TISs. A lot of colleges and your colleagues in MDIs and etc., they would not be even aware of these things. Now it's up to you to how do you make it happen, because analytics itself is around not less than 100-hour course, if I really tell you. Even in terms of simple Power BI and other parts, if I teach you, I will not be able to do any justice if I am not teaching you less than 60-70 hours. But when I asked people, they were not ready to spend more than 8 hours. And on top of it, you can actually see the enthusiasm is going down as we going towards the hands-on. And on top of it, I just posted that in the group itself. There was an individual who found my LinkedIn post, who sent me a request. I declined that request. Thereafter, he took my phone number and sent across the message, "Please add me." So that's the proactiveness we are talking about. See, people will be always there to guide you, but beyond that, you will have to learn. And Pani, this is not a message to you. This is the message to everyone.
Yeah,
You have
I get
access
that,
to
Vimal.
resources. Somebody out there with a lot of tons of exposure, a lot of guidance is there to help you guys. But a lot of time, people will not be leveraging it, and then extensively go after some more expensive courses, and then eventually not learn altogether what they could have easily learned it themselves. That's the point I try to drive. Okay?
Got it, Vimal. Thanks.
Employees under